Hello, everyone. This is Truth, Hope, Love, and I'm back once again to report on what we have for this year's Razzie nominated ballot. Yes, we're still having it despite you know what. So, anyways, let's not waste your time and get right to it, shall we? First off, we have worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. We start off with 365 Days, which they say is a remake or ripoff of 50 Shades of Grey. Then we have both Bobby and Kendra movies. This is related to something called Corona Zombies. Then we have Capone, Doolittle, Fantasy Island, Hubie Halloween, which they say is a remake or ripoff of Ernest Scared Stupid, Iron Mask, which is a sequel to something called Vi, I think. In fact, the original title was Vi 2 Journey to China. Then we have Mulan, the very excellent Mr. Dundee, which is somewhat related to Crocodile Dundee, Wonder Woman 1984, and The Wrong Missy, which they say is a remake or a ripoff of The Hottie and the Naughty. With screenplay, we have 365 Days, Absolute Proof, all three Bobby and Kendra movies, Doolittle, Fantasy Island, Hillbilly Elegy, The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, Music, The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee, The War with Grandpa, and The Wrong Missy. Worst director, we have Charles Baer for all three Bobby and Kendra movies, Barbara B.L. Lois and Thomas Mendes for 365 Days, Stephen Brill for Hubie Halloween, Dennis Dugan for Love, What Is Other Disasters, Stephen Gaghan for Doolittle, Ron Howard for Hillbilly Elegy, Brandon House for Absolute Proof, Sia for Music, Tyler Spindell for The Wrong Missy, and Josh Trank for Capone. Now, we have Worst Screen Combo. Maria Bakalova and Rudy Giuliani in Borat's subsequent movie film, Cody Renee Cameron and Robin Sidney in all three Bobby Kendra movies, Jamie Dornan and Emily Blunt in Wild Mountain Time, Robert Downey Jr. and his utterly unconvincing Welsh accent in Doolittle, Jeremy Irons and Diane Keaton in Love, Weddings, and Other Disasters, Lauren Lapkus and David Spade in The Wrong Missy, Michelle Morone or Morone and Anna Maria Seklaka in 365 Days, Adam Sandler in his grating simpleton accent in Hubie Halloween, Mina Suvari and Eva Jean Freeman or Nick Stahl in The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, and that fake looking CGI dog in Harrison Ford in Called the Wild. Worst supporting actor, we have Nicolas Cage in Jiu-Jitsu, Chevy Chase in The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee, Mel Gibson in Force of Nature, Rudy Giuliani as himself in Borat's subsequent movie film, Kevin James in Hubie Halloween, Shia LaBeouf in The Tax Collector, Arnold Schwarzenegger in Iron Mask, Nick Schwartz in The Wrong Missy, Christopher Walken in The War with Grandpa, and Bruce Willis in Breach, Hide, Kill, and Survive the Night. Worst supporting actress, we have Judi Dench in Artemis Fowl, Glenn Close in Hillbilly Elegy, Lucy Hale in Fantasy Island, Selma Hayek in Bliss and Like a Boss, Demi Moore in Songbird, Olivia Newton-John in The Very Excellent Mr. Hogan is supposed to be Dundee. I don't know what. Maggie Q in Fantasy Island, Jackie Salen in The Wrong Missy, Kristen Wiig in Wonder Woman 1984, and Maddie Ziegler in Music. Worst actress, we have Drew Barrymore in a dual role in The Stand-In, Anne Hathaway in The Last Thing He Wanted and Val Dahl's Witches, Katie Holmes in Brahms, The Boy 2, and The Secret Dare to Dream, Kate Hudson in Music, Diane Keaton in Love, Ways Ever Disasters, but it says Marriage for some reason, Lauren Lapkus in The Wrong Missy, Maggie Q in The Death of Me, Andrea Riseborough in The Grudge, Anna Maria Seklucka in 365 Days, and Hilary Swank in Fatale and The Hunt. Worst actor, we have Robert De Niro in The War with Grandpa, Jamie Dornan in Endings, Beginnings, and Wild Mountain Time, Robert Downey Jr. in Doolittle, Tom Hardy in Capone, Paul Hogan in The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee, Mike Lindell, which is called My Pillow Guy, as himself in Absolute Proof, Michelle Marone in 365 Days, Adam Sandler in Hubie Halloween, David Spade in The Wrong Missy, and John Turturro in The Jesus Rolls. Finally, we have Worst Picture, 365 Days, Absolute Proof, all three Bobby Kenter movies, Doolittle, Fantasy Island, Hubie Halloween, Love, Ways of a Disasters, The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, Music, and The Wrong Missy. And that's pretty much it. It's an interesting list, especially since we now have streaming movies on here. So I guess I'll vote pretty soon. Wondering, what do you think of this list? Do you like what you see? What would you like to see nominated? Or maybe you could put some write-ins. We got 5 write-ins each this year. Well, that's all. Hope this year will be better than last year. Take care, everyone.